Have you ever felt an instant connection with a stranger? A spark ignited through a simple glance, a shared smile, a moment of laughter, or an unspoken understanding. A magnetic pull that defies logic, pulling you towards someone you've never shared more than a moment with. This is a tale about such a connection, a tale that demonstrates how the human heart can be entwined with a stranger's in an utterly inexplicable yet beautiful way. Our story is one of love, of resilience, and of courage. It explores the silent conversations between two souls, electric charge in a single second of eye contact, the symphony of emotions felt in a heartbeat. This emotion-laden narrative revolves around a young man, Mark. Mark, with his earnest eyes, a kind soul, and an aura of subtle melancholy that made him intriguing. On a particularly chilly afternoon, Mark, wrapped in his worn-out coat seeking warmth and perhaps some solitude, walked into a cozy cafe. The cafe had a certain rustic charm, the dimly lit interiors, the faint smell of freshly brewed coffee filling the air, a whispering and the soft, comforting hum of a crowd engrossed in their own worlds. It was an escape from the blustery winds of the outside world. And there, amidst the comforting warmth of the cafe, he saw her, Anna, a vision of grace and beauty. Her eyes, brimming with stories waiting to be told, met his. Their gaze locked, and in that fleeting moment, he felt a connection so profound, so undeniable, it held him captive. It was as if the universe had conspired to bring them together, a cosmic serendipity that made everything else fade into oblivion. This connection was powerful, overwhelming even. It was as if his soul recognized hers. It was a knowing, a silent whisper that spoke volumes, a resonance that echoed in the depths of his heart. However, the fear of rejection, the dread of a broken heart held him back. He was a silent spectator to his own story, unable to take the lead. He wanted to approach her, to introduce himself, experience the sound of her voice, to get lost in her stories. But alas, he lacked the courage. His heart ached with the weight of the words unsaid, the steps not taken. He left the cafe that day, his heart filled with regret. For weeks, the image of Anna's beautiful smile, her mysterious eyes, haunted Mark. The captivating allure of her countenance left a deep imprint on his soul. Every time he closed his eyes, the vision of her radiant smile and the depth of her enigmatic gaze intruded into his consciousness. It was as if her essence had seeped into the very core of his being, leaving him spellbound and yearning for her. Mark tried countless times to erase Anna's imprint from his mind, but his attempts were in vain. The sheer intensity of his feelings for her, and the ethereal beauty she possessed, were too strong to be ignored. His heart ached for her, while his mind was consumed by her thoughts. The dichotomy of his emotions led him to a state of turmoil. It as if fate had played a cruel game with him, a game of unrequited love and longing. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Feelings for Anna only grew stronger with each passing day. The mysterious allure of Anna was like a sweet poison, making him weak and strong at the same time. He felt a sense of despair and hope, a bizarre mix of emotions that only love evoke. He was caught in a whirlpool of emotions, where each passing moment was a battle between his heart and his mind. Until one day, fate decided to intervene. He saw her again. This time, it was in a park. The sight of Anna, casually sitting on a park bench reading a book, filled Mark with a sense of elation. It was as if the universe had conspired to bring them together. This time, he couldn't let the opportunity slip away. With a racing heart, he mustered the courage to approach her. As they talked, he discovered that she was just as intrigued by him as he was by her. Their conversation flowed as if they had known each other for years. Anna's refreshing candor and her vibrant spirit left Mark in awe. They found themselves lost in deep conversations, sharing their hopes, dreams, and fears. With each shared with every whispered secret, their bond strengthened. There was an undeniable spark between them, a connection that was deeper than mere attraction. Their relationship was beautifully written sonnet, with each line echoing the depth of their feelings for each other. They found solace in each other's company, comfort in each other's words. Their connection deepened with each passing day. However, love is not without its obstacles. Anna had a past that was layered, complex, and filled with intricacies, just like anyone else. This past belonged to her and her alone, but there was a particular part of it that resulted in an unforeseen hurdle in the path of her love. This hurdle was none other than a man from her previous life, a former boyfriend, a phantom from her. His name was David. David was not an evil man, but love had made him into a desperate one. They say that the line between love and obsession is a thin one, and David unfortunately had crossed it. He was unable to let go of the memories he had shared with Anna, the hopes that they had once nurtured together. In his desperation, he found himself trying to pull Anna back into life, even resorting to threats and sinister tactics. Mark, the new man in Anna's life, was a stark contrast to David. He was a pillar of strength, a beacon of love, and an epitome of kindness. But as dark clouds of fear began to ominously loom over his and Anna's blossoming love, he found himself tense, worried, and deeply concerned. The shadows cast by David's obsession had begun to taint their happiness, their joy, their peace. Mark, however, was far from being a man who could be easily swayed by fear. He was resolute, like a mountain braving a storm. He was firm, unwavering in his conviction and his love for Anna. Determined to protect the woman he deeply for, Mark decided to take a step that many would hesitate to. He reached out, seeking help from those entrusted with the task of ensuring safety and justice. He turned to the authorities, the local police. The police, with their sense of duty, quickly intervened, prioritizing Anna's safety. They began pursuing the necessary legal actions against David, ensuring that faced the repercussions of his misguided actions. This was not an easy journey. It challenged Mark in ways he had never been before, but he stood tall, facing every single hurdle head-on. His love for Anna was his guiding star, the unwavering flame in his heart. This challenging journey was a testament to Mark's unwavering love and commitment. Their bond, instead of breaking, only grew stronger. Mark and Anna found themselves drawn to each other more every day, their spirits intertwining in a dance of passion. This was not merely a connection, but a fusion of souls, two hearts beating in rhythm, two minds thinking in synergy. They discovered in each other a kindred spirit, a soulmate, someone who understood their deepest fears and shared their highest dreams. They became more than just companions, they were confidants and co-conspirators in life's grand. They understood that love was not just about the giddy moments of joy, it was also about standing shoulder to shoulder during the harshest storms. They found strength in each other, a shared courage that gave them the strength to face their fears head-on, refusing to let fear shape their lives. Together, they built a relationship that was more than shared laughter and whispered secrets. It was a relationship anchored in trust, cushioned by understanding and fueled by mutual respect. They became each other's safe harbor, each other's guiding light amidst the darkest nights. Through the trials and tribulations, their commitment to each other never faltered. It stood strong and resolute, a testament to their unyielding to each other. They created a love story that was not just about romance but also about resilience and survival. Their story was a testament to the fact that love, when true and pure, can surmount the greatest of adversities. Their love story didn't just stop at surviving adversity, it thrived in its wake. Their love became a beacon of hope for many, evidence of the power that true love could wield. It became an example of how love could endure, how it could outlast odds, how it could blossom amidst the thorns. Mark and Anna cherished every second they spent together. They savored the laughter and the tears, the triumphs and the trials, the ordinary moments and the extraordinary ones. They were aware that their love was no ordinary love. It had weathered storms, it had sailed gales, and it had emerged victorious. They held on to the belief that it would continue to thrive, that it would conquer any challenge that would dare to rise. And so, love triumphed over adversity. Mark and Anna's love story became a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of true love. They cherished every moment together, knowing that their love had weathered storms and would continue to thrive in the face of any challenge. So remember, dear listener, the next time you feel an instant connection with a stranger, don't let the opportunity slip away. For who knows, it might just be the beginning of a story as beautiful as Mark and Anna's.